Alright, go on.
Alright. Well, 92Greenz34 here, and I will be intending on recording the actual drinking portion of this on my camera. But only because this is a long process am I going to do what I'm going to do. And we're going to attempt something crazy that I don't think anybody's done. And it's not necessarily a double Guinness Gauntlet, but that's what I'm going to call it, because a Guinness Gauntlet requires you to drink 4 pints of Guinness in less time than it takes you to pour a perfect pint, which I try to remember is like 119 seconds or something. But anywho, I'm going to try to drink, just see if it can be drank within any time period, I guess really, but sequentially from each other. Guinness. 8 pints of Guinness. Drinking 8 pints. That's 16-ounce cans. American, that is. I mean, obviously. Actually, no, it's 14.9 ounce, but I believe that's the metric pint here. So, yeah, anywho. I believe it's metric pint.
16 ounces is a pint.
Yeah, but that's an American pint.
Ah, it's true. Yep.
American's pints got different, but...
Because we go on a different system.
But I'm pretty sure that this is the size can that they have in Europe. So that's why this is kind of the standardized... I think that's why Guinness ships it, because it's simpler for them just to ship one size can rather than have to store an American pint. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start pouring these. It does take a hell of a dedication to...
Look at that chocolate milk. Maybe if you could step to the side so you could see the light of the brown.
Well, we got plenty more to come.
Stupid ice pack. That's what killed me.
Listen to that widget.
Did you shake? Oh wait, did you turn them a little bit?
Oh, these here just work just like I poured that one was pretty good. It had a little bit of import perfect, but it was pretty good. Listen to that. I'm using 2 gauntlets here. Obviously, I have not got just one that would take this quantity of beer.
Got a garbage can over here.
Yes. In light of my previous fail, I feel obligated to do something somewhat impressive.
I'd be really impressed if you down all that.
This is a hell of a lot of beer, isn't it?
I've seen you down to 40 in like 10 seconds, so...
Yeah. This is, each one of these mugs is over 40.
Those are 72-ounce ones, aren't they? Or 64?
Well, these are 72-ounce mugs, yeah. But each one of these, each 4-pack of these cans is, what the hell is that? It's about 15 a piece. There's 30 for 2 of them. So there's 60 per 4-pack. That's 120 ounces. It's like 3 40s. So that's why your video might be long. That's why I needed you to do it. Don't want it to glug like that. That's makes for a poor Guinness.
Yeah. My limit on Guinness is 1 can.
1 can?
Well,
my limit on Guinness is a bit increased. But then again, I can pour mine on ice cream and enjoy it.
I could probably do that, but I'm not a big Guinness fan.
I'm a huge Guinness fan. I like a lot of import beers, actually. It's kind of shaming as an American guy to say that I like import beer, but a lot of it I do.
He's even so Guinness, he has a Guinness hat.
Yeah, I do love my Guinness. In fact, get me off camera for a second.
Oh, okay.
Alright, back on camera I can go.
There you go.
Alright. Hell yeah. So, originally I seen this video through Beer Goggles Reviews. I know that, there's been quite a few big beer drinkers in the YouTube community. Albino Rhino. There's been actually just a bunch of them. And they've been doing this, where they got just one of these and they do it. And I got 3 attempts. 3, not 4. 3 attempts on YouTube, and majority of mine are good. They're just, one of them's kind of a fail because they're all good, just to an extent. Like one of them I didn't show all the pouring. It's a long process doing this, so that's why, I felt it.
Yeah, we're already about 5 minutes in.
That's why I felt it necessary to have Logan recorded here. But what I'm going to do here is, obviously you can see I got two. These are 72 ounce, 72 ounce Bubba kegs. Each has 60 ounces of Guinness. That's 120 ounces of Guinness. They have quite the head on them right now, which is usually delicious and frothy, but a person just really ought to not drink that if he's going to try this. Pizza oven tipped over. Anyway, as you can see, I mean, I'm a fat guy, but there's a pretty good amount of beer.
Pregnant woman, stand next to that.
Try to get a good picture of that. I'll be right back.
Well, about the same size belly on a woman who's about 8 months pregnant. While this guy right here is enjoying a delicious Beast Ice. Oh, yes. Look at the nice caramel malt looking head kind of on there. Nice brown.
What I think I'm going to do...
Looks like ice cream actually. It does look like ice cream.
Yes.
Just boop, drop my camera right in there.
Yes. So, you know, I'm going to get my camera recording and see if I can get Kathleen's help here. And I'm going to re-record on top of what you got going on. Hello, 92Greenz34, and I'm already recording here on Logansfarm's channel, if you'd like to see this.
The full video.
The full video of the pouring and everything, because I want the authenticity of this video to be good, and his camera there has captured that. But what I got going on here is two 72 ounce Bubba kegs with Guinness in them. I got a total of 8 cans for a total of 120 ounces of Guinness. And the Guinness Gauntlet, and I was explaining this in their video, but Guinness Gauntlet is a challenge I've undertaken, and I originally seen it from Beer Goggles Reviews, Beer Goggles Reviews from Terry K. And he did it pretty cool, and I seen Albino Rhino and a bunch of other people do it. They're the people who come to mind right now, but I know other people have done it, and it's a pretty unique challenge. But I just want to see if I can drink this quantity of Guinness in one sitting. I feel pretty ashamed of a video in Logansfarm, well, I'm sure we'll upload that eventually here too, that I failed at, and that was to drink a 12-pack in an hour. For some reason, the domestic Keystone, which is, as Terry K just reviewed, is similar to Coors. This wasn't going sitting right with me today for some strange reason. Usually I can just drink it because it's usually like water, but it was very sudsy. And I just figure I can actually drink real beer better than I can drink, you know, Keystone. This has got real meat and chunks and potatoes in there, and I'd rather try to drink it compared to the Keystone anyway for flavor. So we'll just see if I can do it. It's going to be filling, I think, but I'm going to hand the camera off to Kathleen here. And, you know, there's a lot of froth on them. You know, I don't know how deep down that goes, but I'm not necessarily going for speed. I'm going to try to do it somewhat quickly. But, like, I think you guys might just be standing here for a minute or watching me drink it or nurse on it a bit. But, you know, like I was trying to show on his video, I'm a fat guy, but there's a lot of, that's a lot of beer, you know. So, we'll see. Got a big froth on there. I don't know how deep that goes, but cheers, guys. Cheers. Oh, that's much better. Oh, it's cold. Something tells me I'm not going to maintain my standard of speed I did with my previous Gauntlet, but it's definitely going down a lot smoother than the American Domestic was. Whew, cold. Brain freeze. Whew, that's cold. I don't even like my Guinness to be this cold. It's the liquor store temperature that we just got it from, and it's a bit colder than I like to actually have it. I kind of like mine. I think this is the beer I prefer to drink warmer than some of the other ones. This one here is good in the upper 30s, low 40s even. Whereas most beer I only like to drink, almost freezing. So, this one here is, I don't know, it's a bit too cold for my taste. Ah, yes. Very chilly. Oh.
See, I think you should try the gallon milk challenge.
Well, I did it before. God, I'm trying to remember how long it took me to do this. I don't remember. It took me like 58 seconds, I think. Just under a minute. I think that might have been the time that I did this in. And, if you guys watch Logan's fail video, as most of you should, Logansfarm's video, I don't know, what are you going to title that as?
I'm not even sure yet.
There's some big fail, but I have a couple beers in my stomach already. I already ate a little bit of Old McDonald's Farm here, so my stomach isn't quite as capacious as it usually would be, but I'm not giving up. We can definitely do this. If you guys are willing to stick through and watch my bit of a winded talking and heaving and trying to drink kind of video, I think we'll be fine. My video will be longer than my usual video, but I believe my camera there will record it, so I think we'll be good.
As long as your phone don't die.
Yeah, it's possible, I guess.
How far down are you? You're down to the last quarter, at least.
Yeah, there's
Third, maybe?
a bit of a froth left on there, too. I'm going to say it's about right there. But,
Last third or so.
But, the bottom,
Probably
the bottom of the mug actually starts about there. Whew.
Plus probably an inch or so ahead.
Not quite, but yeah. That's what makes Guinness wonderful. I mean, look at the froth built up
It's
on
like
the side.
melting ice cream.
It's delicious. I love it. I almost feel ashamed drinking this beer so fast to do these challenges like this because it's really good beer. I think it is. You guys probably don't, but it's wonderful. I mean, they put time into making it have flavor. And a lot of times, if you want flavor, they just make Steel Reserve or something where they just scrape the shit off the bottom and add it into the beer, and there you go. There's your flavor. Well, that don't work. I mean, you got to actually have good flavor if you're gonna have flavor. Guinness is a thick, meaty beer. That's actually an ale. They actually collect it off the top, and it's good. I'm trying to think of particular things I meant to say in this video because I knew I was going to be doing it. Yeah. Particular shout out again, like I said, to Terry K, because he's the one that introduced me to the Guinness Gauntlet. Beer Goggles reviews. His reviews are all really fair. I mean, they're, as an American guy, you'd think that I would have troubles with what he says about some of the beers that I drink, but he's really honest. The things that he says, are true. If he says it, he gives props where they're due. He's had some beers that were American or made by an American company that he didn't have a necessary issue with. So, I guess we'll see. But the thing is that I'd like to give him a shout out. Let's see here. I want to give. Oh God, what is his name? He does the Louisiana beer reviews. I can't remember his name, but if he hears this, he'll know what I'm talking about, and he can go ahead and comment and let me know. That's what he that's his name. He has like as a profile picture, at least he used to have like a DeKalb corn thing as his profile picture on YouTube. I cannot remember his name, but I'm sure he'll speak up if he wants, you know, the attention. If you watch my video still, I'm sure he'll say something, and if he says it's him, just take his word, it's probably him. And I'll confirm it. If someone's lying, I'll probably point it out, you know.
Like if I go on there and say it's me.
Right, if it's Logan, I'm definitely going to say, no, that's Logan. Rugby721, because my last video was a fail. I'm sorry, buddy. You watch all my videos, you're a really good guy. But unfortunately, Guinness does not make you burp much. It just really isn't. That's my problem I was having with the last video. It was just pure carbonation, just gas, just, you know, and I couldn't do it, you know. And, you know, I figured this might be less beer. It's only 8 beers at 15 ounces, so it's still less beer. But even if I can drink this at a similar pace within an hour, I think that we're really doing well. Boy, you know, Preston Timmons, he watches my videos. He's been a very dedicated, really good fan. And I appreciate his support. He's been good, like I said in my fail video, but my video sucks so bad. I think Logan might be the only root source of that video. If you guys would like to see it, definitely check out Logansfarm. I might try to upload it, but through my camera. Go ahead and zoom in on the camera. Yes.
Just a droid kind of thing going on.
It's a droid, and you know, it does good for what it is, but it's just, compared to loading off a real camera, yeah, it sucks. So, you know, you guys are getting from me what I'm going to give you. But just so you guys know, if you want to check out some of the fail video, go to Logansfarm, and he'll get you what you need. I'd like to thank my buddy Logansfarm here for his help today here, and his help in drinking beer with me. I don't know, I think my fucking new fridge here might be a little too tough on the beer. It makes it a little too cold.
You could probably set her down a little more yet.
I'm going to do that. I'm going to, right here, right now, turn in refrigerator.
Probably want to get her about 40.
I'm going to keep it at 38. Used to keep it at 36 or something like that. So we got it at 38 now. Maybe that'll make our beer a little more drinkable. It's almost too cold. It's good. It's great sipping beer for the watery beer that it is.
It's kind of like when I did a fail video where we were trying to chug a 40. It was just so damn cold.
It just couldn't happen.
Couldn't chug it.
Couldn't do it. It's just too much. Okay, get that, guys. That is, that's froth. I'm not going to drink that just because that's just going to make it difficult to drink the next one. But if you'd like me to pour it out, that is froth. Look at how thick it is.
Chocolate milk.
That is
chocolate ice cream.
That's froth. So, that one's done. Definitely not fast enough for the Guinness Gauntlet Challenge. I can do that way faster, and as you can see from my previous videos, it can be done. But as I was just rambling on about forever, that is something I've already done. That was as closest thing to a burp you guys are going to get. Brr. Makes me cold. That's a lot of brew in the stomach.
Now shotgun that one.
And to show you guys how long you guys have watched this whole video, we poured this before I even started recording on the Greens34 channel. And look at that. There's still
there.
A thick head of froth. It's delicious. You're actually supposed to suck Guinness through the head of froth. And if you're not careful, most of the time when you're drinking a Guinness, you'll suck off all the froth before you even finish a glass. When you're doing this, that's just not practical. But yeah, that's what it's for. I don't know. Where am I at on your video, Logan?
We're at 19 and a half minutes.
Oh yeah, we're setting a pretty decent pace. I can do this. I know I can do this one, guys.
Considering you got a pretty well full stomach too,
Oh, I can do it. I know I can. The only reason why I was dragging my feet so hard on it is really just because it's so cold. It's kind of a pain in the ass. I really wish the liquor store would keep it at more of a 40-degree temperature. I mean, they could keep a lot of their import beers warmer. You know, over in Europe and such, it's not uncommon to see a beer being kept in the 40s. I mean, that's the way you're supposed to keep more high-class beers.
Just don't move.
You guys are just, ooh, wait a minute, what are we going to see here?
Well, I'm just going to get another beer.
We're adding entertainment value. You know, some of my higher class viewers are going to be
way
like,
too easy. I about yanked it out of the fridge and slammed it back through the wall.
some of my nicer viewers are going to be like, God, what is this crap, you know, but look at that. Drinking a Beast Ice.
Of course. I have my good camera rest here, Kathleen's shoulder.
Take a sip out of this one, but you're ready to get me on frame again.
Alright, there you go. These are going to be some of my longest videos ever. And I'd be impressed if everybody watches them all the way through.
You might be surprised. I mean, Guinness Gauntlets ain't very common attempted. They are, but nobody's.
How many's done a double? Like even just drank two even in a row?
I don't know. That's
like maybe not necessarily fast, but who's ever drank two like right after another?
Who's drank 8 pints of Guinness?
Like within an hour, even less.
Just
in general.
I mean, maybe in a night they've probably done it at a bar before, but you know, starting off with a full stomach and just being like pouring them in a big mug and just be like, I'm pounding this down, you know, it's you know, something unique. I really wish I had really wish I wasn't quite as full starting off. I shouldn't have ate what I ate when I started this. I already had a burger and a chicken sandwich and a couple beers, and you know, so it's it's a little tough, but I think you guys will still appreciate it either way. The fans that I got that are good fans have always been good fans. They've always given me the thumbs up where it's required, and oh, Crafty Logan.
Oh, I have to take a piss, so.
He's got a piss.
So you're on camera still. I'm just gonna slide on your shoes.
So I'll try not to move too much. But you know, the viewers I've had that have been dedicated and good viewers have been good viewers the whole time. You know, so I'd like to try to give them something unique every once in a while. And speaking of which, where am I at on your camera? Does it say?
About 15 and a half.
15 and a half? Oh, that's not too bad. I'm still doing alright. But I've been only 15 minutes and I've been drinking. I got, you know, my 60 ounces of Guinness down, plus a few already. I'm already maybe an eighth of the way into this one. Check it out. Check it out. So, you know, we'll see what we can do. Now, I'm pretty full, he's right, but I'm definitely going to do this in an hour, no problem. Took a big old bite out of her there. That's why I just couldn't do this with an American beer. You know? Guinness is my favorite. I mean, I'm an American guy. I love Chevrolets and actually all General Motors products, and I like things made here in the United States. I got good pride of my country. I mean, really I do, but just this beer, man, made in Ireland. Ooh, it's hard to beat this stuff. It's delicious. I mean, I actually like the crappy beer made here in the United States better than the good ones. Like this here, Old English. This is Colt 45 maybe, this too. I mean, that too.
That's a good ashtray.
I mean, yeah. I've had this is my first bottle of Old English I've ever drank. And it's been an ashtray here for years for the people who smoke here. And, yeah, the Colt 45, this one here, Colt 45 double malt. Mickey's is the first malt liquor I ever drank. You know, and that type of beer is my favorite stuff to drink from America. I mean, I used to really like Budweiser, a couple of really bad hangovers. I drink the Coors and the Keystone because it goes down like water. I mean, it's not because it tastes good, it's just because it gets you drunk real quick and easy. And it's kind of handy to drink sometimes.
Kind of like with, you know, like the Beast Ice.
Beast Ice, you know. I actually think one of the most underrated beers is Milwaukee's Best for an American beer. I think it's probably one of the better tasting
cheaper beers.
No, just period. American-made lagers. Milwaukee's Best is probably one of the best ones. It's underrated. As far as, you know, it has a lot of flavor. It does have a lot of taste. It's not necessarily a great tasting beer, but It at least gives you something to chew on. You know what I mean?
Compared to things we've tried that costed more just for a 6-pack.
Right, exactly. I got Schlitz in the cooler here in the fridge, and I do plan on trying that eventually, but probably not anytime soon, but pretty soon, I'm sure, actually. But just
I'm sure you'll
right
do it
now.
tonight.
We'll see what we can do. I got that, but you know, I really think that anybody who wants to try a cheap beer should try an American malt liquor, or you know, so Logan likes one I hate, and it's what is it called?
Hurricane High Gravity.
Hurricane High Gravity. I hate that one, but I got to give it credit. There's a lot of flavor in it.
I was gonna see if there's a bottle left sitting here. Probably not.
What's that one down there? Is that
Those are all Old English.
Old English, yeah.
I've probably taken them out since the last time I had one here.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry, guys. I mean, I'm pretty shallow. Boy, you can tell I'm getting drunk in this.
You know, when Josh gets drunk, he starts rambling even more. Of course, who doesn't get drunk and ramble a lot?
What can make this video more interesting? I mean, it's gonna suck.
If you threw up in that cup and then continue to drink it.
No, that's the problem. That you know, wrecks the validity of it.
Not really, because you're just drinking it again. It's still the same thing.
No, you can't talk me into that, guys.
I'm not trying to. I'm just saying. It'd still count because you didn't waste it. It's still there. You're going to drink it. I'm not saying I want you to, but I'm just saying.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly, it would make me sick
There's
just
a lot
watching.
of nice people, nice fellas that have done this particular challenge, and not this particular one, but done the Guinness Gauntlet, that made me inspired to do this. And they're going to see this, and they're classy people. You know, they're people who drink beer for flavor. They never get drunk on it, or if they do, it's a pretty mild drunk, you know, and they drink it, and they taste it, they smell it, you know, they enjoy it for the quality that it is. And they're going to see this video and it's like, oh man, he's just slamming that beer and he's getting drunk off of it. Well, I'm sorry guys. I'm even doing it out of a pink mug. This is the Girlfriend's Bachfest mug here in Minnesota in New Ulm every year. They have a drinking festival where you go through and you basically buy some microbrewery beer, which is great. Actually, I'm slowly growing to love it. And
It's even better when it's malted.
It's great malted.
When it's poked. Oh.
It's great when it's like, what they do is you take and bring in this, and they're going to put it full of, usually what we do is we have them fill it with Schellsbach. It's called Schellsbach. It's like a dark beer. They fill it up to about here, and then they take a hot iron that's been sitting in the fire, and they go, and they pull it out after it's sizzled and bubbled for a minute. And it turns into like a
caramel.
Like a caramel sweet, I don't know, almost like a black pepperness to it, almost maybe is the taste, but it's really sweet and tangy, and it's really...
Makes it kind of thicker, too.
It's thick, it's chunky, it's chewy, but it's not actually physically chunky, but it's just like a... That's delicious. It's good beer. And it doesn't actually make it hot or nothing, you know, it just kind of malts it, and it's something you guys should try if you're ever in the Midwestern area of Minnesota during February. You have to come and try that out. And there's my girlfriend. Look how mad she is. Actually, she's in a much improved mood. It's weird. I started drinking, and she got in a better mood. She was all mad at me all day long, and then I started drinking, and she's like, "Oh, what a sexy stud!"
I came home at like 5 o'clock.
Yeah,
because she probably robbed your wallet.
When I asked you, maybe I don't have nothing in there. What am I kidding? Anyway, no. When I asked her, you know how her day was, she says it was good. She never says it was good. She's always got to tell me like a 3-hour-long story about everything. And even if I'm like, I don't want to hear it, she's like, I'm going to tell you anyway. But today she's like, it was good. I'm like, well, no, you got more than that. And she's like, that's what you want to hear. And I'm like, oh boy, I'm in trouble. And I said, well, I'm going to drink tonight. Don't you always, you know, that kind of attitude. So, but no, she's in a good mood tonight. So, I better drink more Guinness. You guys are waiting way too long for this. I can do it. Cool. Just a little overfloweth. That's all good. Not much.
Won't hurt your dirty shirt.
Yeah, no, it's pretty dirty. I got ketchup on there from earlier. Oh yeah, the old lady wants me to throw something away. I knew she must have wanted something if she showed up. Here's where I'm at on this mug.
Oh, you're getting down there. You're about halfway.
About halfway. I'm sorry. Well, where am I at? I've been rambling forever.
30 minutes on my camera.
Where am I at now? What?
23.
23? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry for the long video, you guys. You're great fans. If you watch this, if you're one of the 10 people who really watch this whole video, because I'm giving it credit for that people might actually watch it because it is what it is.
Hey, your views are kind of low. I'm surprised you don't have more.
Well, I do have a lot of boring content like this. Shit. One of the last videos I uploaded, Crazy Canuck 1, I think it is. Pretty sure it's Crazy Canuck 1. Crazy Canuck, he will know what I'm talking about. God, if I'm sorry I got your channel name wrong. Anyway, he makes a lot of crazy just cooking stuff that sounds tasty, and he puts it together and cooks it and then eats it and it's like, oh, that looks good. I kind of made a really super long, boring video because he does a lot of editing, and that's a good thing to do. That's what Preston's good at, Preston Timmons, and check out his channel too.
I'm pretty good at it nowadays too.
And you are too. I'm terrible at it. I like to take a shot of a video, I like to get my info that I need, and I like to upload it. And if there's anything that's not right in there, like I know I swore earlier in here and I wanted to keep this a clean video, but I swore. Whatever, screw it. You guys are going to get what you get. So,
you know, YouTube does have a basic editor kind of thing now going on.
Yeah, but I just...
Really basic, though.
But I'm terrible at it, so...
like Windows 95 basic.
Yeah, it's pretty terrible. But, you know, I just basically, what I'm getting at is that, you know... Well, there's a lot of things I was getting at there, but yeah, no, I wanted to get at that, you know... I have boring videos, but they're still my heart is in the right spot. Like with the Crazy Canuck based cooking video I had here recently, it was really tasty. It tasted good. And it was all inspired by him. I wouldn't have cooked it if it wasn't for him. And you know, Kathleen's making a hurry up hand gesture with her hand there. She's pregnant. No, hold up a second. I'm going to take the camera from her. Look how pregnant she is. Holy shit! I mean, that's a lot of pregnant. Boy, I hope I don't ever catch that. Boy. I mean, I kind of do. I mean, look how fat I am. All this beer's making me feel just huge. And Logan's kind of got something, but... I mean, there's lots of beer in us. I mean, she's totally sober. Look at that. Holy shit. Yeah, she's a nice person. Anyway. You know. This is the longest rant video / drinking video I've ever had. Oh yeah, oh, sweet, huh? Anyway. I know.
It's going to take me 6 hours to upload this.
Yeah, me too.
I don't know with your internet.
Best if we upload them separately.
I'll do it mine at home.
Well, I really made a good dent there.
Yeah, you're getting down there.
Whew. Oh,
even within the amount of time you're doing it, that's an impressive amount of liquid to get down. Plus, you already had like 4 beers on top of that, plus a couple McDonald's burgers.
Well, you know, the thing that I shouldn't have puked in that other video. But the thing is, I would have never done this video if I hadn't puked in the other video. You know. The other video was good, but the beer wasn't working right. I know for a fact that I punched 3 Keystones down in minutes, right? But I couldn't do it again because when I'd suck it down, it would just turn into pure suds. Just be like, I mean, I can't do it. And in fact, in my video, I got, I'm going to tag Terry Carey in his Beer Girls reviews. I'd like him to look at my buddy Logansfarm tattoo here. That is an American beer that even Americans hate. And I figure that that's something I should point out. And that's my buddy. I mean, he's a man. I mean, you hate beers that taste like water. This one doesn't, but it tastes about as far from good as what most people, I think, would consider good. And it gets you drunk, and it's cheap, and it does have flavor, but man, it's like a tough. It's like, yeah, I give it credit for what it is. I think it does do a good job of what it does, but I think you should, if you could ever get a can of that, Terry, I just want to see your, I want to see your reaction on that.
I will say it does taste better when it comes in a glass bottle 40.
It does. I've had that actually.
We have had that. You reviewed it. I took a taste of it, the one you had.
And I have had that. I think so. I agree. But I would absolutely adore to see a review of that. I would watch that and I would tell every YouTuber I know to watch that because you're really technical. I mean, with a beer like that, I think you would taste things like a sourdough biscuitness to it. I think you would maybe taste a slight saltiness. There's flavors that your nose and tongue and your palate can detect that I'm tough with.
It's gonna stop in 52 seconds.
I'm almost out on this camera. But yeah, that would be great. How do you know it's gonna stop at 52 seconds?
It's red. And it's counting down.
Must be getting low on battery or something. You can down her in the next 30 seconds. You'll have your video.
Look at this.
You can down that in about 20 seconds. You got it. You can do her. You got 15 seconds.
10. 2, 1.
Right there.
Done.
That was a nice mustache you had there for a second.
Yeah, guys, on Logansfarm camera,
Done.
I did it. Woo-hoo-hoo!
And
This is
about
good.
30 minutes total, considering the extra time for pouring.
Holy shit!
What are we at? Well, how many ounces is it? 120?
Woo!
120 ounces of Guinness in about, half hour.
Oh my god. I don't even know what I was talking about, but
That's a lot of booze. Plus,
I think it had something to do with Terry K. And I was talking about quality beer. That he has lots of palates that he can taste, and I'd like him to try Milwaukee's Best Ice if he can ever get it. In fact, if he needs me to ship it to him,
where's he at? He must be.
it's in Europe.
Oh.
He's in the UK.
Yeah, I don't think they'd have that over there.
I doubt it. But I would love to ship it to him if he needs it. Dang.
I thought so.
There it is. Okay. I didn't expect him to do it like that.
I'm sorry.
Anyway, he's the guy that I've been talking about, Killian's Irish Red, which is an American-made beer by Coors.
That's actually pretty good.
And it's very tasty. I think you would like it. It's a very flavorful, very deep, very sweet, very caramelized beer. The only beer I can think of other than that's American, that's a mainstream common brewer that he may not have tried is Michelob Amberbach. Those are the only two beers that I can currently think of that are mainstream, macro brewed beers that he hasn't tried. And if he'd like either of those or a Milwaukee's Best Ice, I would be more than glad to pay to ship it to him just for him to review. If he doesn't want to review them, that's cool. I understand, he's a busy man. But, I'd be more than willing to review that. But, there's 8 cans of Guinness in me. There's 8 pints there, or metric pints, or basically 120 ounces of Guinness in my tummy. And it pretty much concludes what I got to say. I guess, Logan, you got anything to say?
Well, I have to say that I'm very impressed by that, considering what you've had in you prior to this.
Been drinking for a while.
You're probably at You're probably at 160 ounces worth of liquid in your stomach.
Probably.
You pissed probably once since we've started all this everything.
I've pissed once quickly, but
had a couple sandwiches.
I did have a couple burgers. I had a McChicken and the McDouble, And I don't know what you guys know about that, but it's a chicken sandwich with lettuce and mayo and a double cheeseburger with a piece of cheese and some onions and
Ketchup and
condiments. But that's about
The
it.
mud.
You got anything else, Logan?
I'd just like to say thanks to anybody that's willing to watch us all the way through. About 40 minutes worth of video, just over.
It's a crazy long video, but it's very interesting, and at the same time, you know, Guinness Gauntlet challenges. If you want to watch my older videos, I do have 3 attempts, I believe, and they're all pretty decent in their own right. Check them out if you like. Otherwise, this one here is unique in its own right that I did 2 of them in a row. So, I'm getting kind of buzzed, guys. I'm not going to lie. But that's what I have for you guys. As always, have a good day.
And to everybody watching on my channel this video, please thumbs up this video. It's, you know, not one of our highest quality, but it's worth the effort. And I would say give it a thumbs up and check out 92Greenz34 right over here. His channel. I'll probably put a link down the bottom for that. So hit the like button, hit subscribe. Have a good day.